The Fennec is the newest SMG in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like most of the new guns introduced each season, they tend to be a little on the overpowered side. We are going to go over the fastest way to unlock the attachments to this gun to make it viable in Warzone. Let's get right to it. First, you have to be level 15 in the Season 4 Battle Pass, which seemed like the longest part of the whole grind to me. Don't worry if you didn't purchase the Battle Pass or don't plan to, the Fennec is a free tier item. Go ahead and attach the Fennec and we'll cover our options. As for most guns in this game, if you want to level up quickly, you'll need to own the base game. If you're on the fence about purchasing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I recommend it. Multiplayer can be quite fun. Which brings us to the next point. Multiplayer is going to be the fastest way to earn your attachments. I tested this theory in Core Domination and Hardcore Free-For-All. If Hardcore isn't your thing, you might try Core Free-For-All, but the quick time to kill in Hardcore makes it the ideal mode to level your weapons. If you're a free-to-play player, you'll have to join Plunder, Rumble, or whatever the rotating Warzone mode is that lets you respawn at that time. I find these modes to be loaded with snipers, so if you choose this option, make sure you're running cold-blooded and some speed-enhancing attachments as you unlock them. Free-to-play players really suffer when it comes to Warzone because it can be very grindy to earn those top-tier perks and attachments. Free multiplayer weekends do happen from time to time, so you may want to save your weapon grinds for those occasions. For those that own the Battle Pass, you should have a handful of double XP weapon tokens if you haven't already used them. Honestly, you probably won't use them otherwise, so you should pop one before you start playing. They can really help out. I was able to get my attachments in 8 games, some of which I didn't do so great in, and 2 of the games I didn't have double XP. If you really slay out, you could probably do this in 6 games or maybe even less. Let me know in the comments how many games it took you once you unlock the meta attachments. Be sure to update your attachments in between matches. Anything to increase your ADS speed and hipfire accuracy is going to be helpful in Hardcore. You get the Merc foregrip as one of the first attachments, so go ahead and throw that on once you unlock it. You also get the monolithic suppressor fairly early compared to other guns, so that's not a bad choice either. We're trying to hit level 50 with Fennec, which is the level we earn the ZLR 18 Deadfall barrel, and it's probably the most beastly attachment you can unlock for this gun. Here's the loadout I suggest trying once level 50 is acquired. ZLR Deadfall, Tac Laser, Merc foregrip, 40 round mags, and sleight of hand. You can replace sleight of hand with whatever you'd like, but I think it's the best option since the grip, optics, and stocks all offer pretty underwhelming options. It is worth mentioning that this SMG has a max clip of 40 rounds, while meta guns such as the MP5 and the MP7 can hold 60, so I think sleight of hand kind of makes up for the 20 less rounds in the clip. You could also consider running a secondary pistol that uses the same 45 caliber ammo and equip the fully loaded perk, so you'll always have ammo. This is something that you'll probably use for multiplayer as opposed to Warzone, because the Fennec and pistol combo is not going to win you those long range fights. Overall, the Fennec is a good addition to the game. I don't think it competes with the MP5 or the MP7 when we're talking about SMGs, but it isn't going to cripple you either. I will say that up close the gun is amazing, but at range you're better off using something else. This is where the MP5 is truly better than the Fennec, and the MP7 has AR-like range, so there's no comparison at distance. If you're looking for a new gun to try out, the Fennec is worthwhile. Also, with the discussion of gun nerfs coming soon, I suspect that the MP5 will receive some form of downgrade along with the GRAW. Depending on what actually happens with the patch, the Fennec could end up being a top tier weapon. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video.